Seasonings. It is official. I have a cooking channel. This is I Am Linda Elaine Cooking TV. So this will be my very first recipe video, and I'm super excited because this is actually one of my favorite meals to make when I am super hungry and just want something really quick. And you know what? I actually haven't come up with a name because I called it a chickpea salad, but my sister did not like the name of that because there's actually no lettuce or any type of other greens that would be like a base of a salad. But I'm gonna call it my chickpea salad, okay? Because it's fire either way until I come up with another name, but yeah. We're just gonna get into it and it is gonna be absolutely amazing. All right, let's get into it. The ingredients are very simple. You're just gonna need some extra virgin olive oil, some balsamic dressing, 2 cans of garbanzo beans, some kalamata olives, which I love, 1 medium-sized onion, some wild rice. I had some of my wild rice already, but some wild rice, some scallion or green onion, a lime, a cucumber, green and red bell peppers, tomatoes, and parsley. So for seasonings, we're just gonna use some lemon pepper, some black pepper, some Himalayan pink salt crystals, some garlic powder, oregano, red pepper, and a little of smoked paprika. We're gonna begin the wild rice. I'm just going to put in 4 ounces of spring water. Then I'm going to add my wild rice. So the ratio of wild rice is 4 to 1. So it's 4 for the water and 1 to the rice. So if I do 4 ounces of water, I'm gonna do 1 ounce of rice. I'm gonna turn my heat to medium high to get it boiling. I'm gonna add 2 stalks of green onion. I'm gonna add a drizzle of olive oil. I'm going to add a dash of sea salt. I'm gonna turn my heat to high to get it boiling. Then I'm just gonna give it a nice stir, like so. Cover it with my lid because you wanna keep this boiling. And this is the longest process. This can take anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes. So this is something you wanna definitely keep checking on and making sure that you're stirring it. Once this starts boiling, I am gonna turn the heat down to more of a low simmer heat. And yeah, let's move on to the salad. First, I'm gonna start with dumping my rinsed chickpeas, my 2 cans. I've rinsed them and drained them well. I'm just gonna dump those in there. So next we're gonna do our olives. I already ate like a couple, I love these things. I'm gonna pretty much put 3/4 of this in the salad. Then I just take some of the olive juice and I just pour some of that in there. So as you can see, there's not much left now. Maybe about 5 olives, very little liquid. All right, so all my vegetables are nice and washed. And basically I have about 3 handfuls for my hand size of tomatoes, but you could definitely add more if you'd like. But I'm just gonna be slicing these tomatoes in half. All right, and then for the parsley, I'm just going to just cut this as fine as I can get it. And then I'll just be taking this and dumping into my pot. All right, now that the water is boiling, as you can see, I'm just gonna turn the heat down to about a 3, and I'm just going to let that do its thing for the next 35 minutes. All right, now that we cleared that off, I'm just gonna go ahead and start slicing my red bell pepper. And you only need like half of each bell pepper. And then I'm just going to dice these. I am not a believer in perfect slicing, so there's no technique when it comes to my cutting. I am just here to eat, okay? Hey. Trips that you plan for the next whole week. It's too long for a nigga so cheap and flex so deep. All right, so I'll be dumping this in the pot now. I don't know why, but I like to stack my cucumbers and then just cut them in 4s. I don't know if anybody else does this. Maybe that's the child in me. But it's fun. Again, I have no technique for when I'm cutting food. Like, do not judge me. I just care about the final product and what it tastes like. Obviously, I do somewhat care about presentation too, but when it comes to slicing and dicing vegetables, I do not need to be anywhere near perfect. So for my green onions, I'm gonna use about 7 stalks of that. Just cut that nice and fine. And I will be dumping this now into our pot. I'll be cutting the lime in half and squeezing half the juice in our pot. I don't even know how it's remotely possible that I forgot to show you guys garlic, because I absolutely love garlic, but I'm just going to put 2 cloves of garlic and I'm just going to chop this as fine as I can get it. And now I'll be adding this to our pot. All right, so now of course we're saving the worst part for the end. I'm going to cut my onion. And we're basically only gonna need about half of this. As you can see, this is a fairly large onion, so I'm only gonna use half. All right, and then I'll just be dicing my onions as well. Honestly, I love a lot of onions. You do not need to use nearly as much as this, but I do love onions. So I will be dumping this in the pot now. Now we're just gonna give everything a good stir, just to make sure we have enough of everything that I want in here. And it's nice and colorful, it smells good, and I haven't even seasoned it yet. So now we're gonna start seasoning. I'm just going to do a dash of olive oil, like so. Then I'll just be sprinkling just a little bit of paprika. And I always say season to taste, but I'm going in with my pink Himalayan salt, probably about a teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of my lemon pepper. Again, I love garlic, so just a sprinkle of garlic. Then if you like things spicy, I'd say just do a couple dashes of the red cayenne pepper. Now, I kind of go crazy with the oregano oil, but you could do this for your taste. And I just stir everything up. And then now for the balsamic dressing. I use 1/3 of a 12-ounce balsamic vinegar, and I'm just gonna stir that up. And here's where you do your taste test just to make sure you like the way the flavors are mending. I'm just adding a little bit more paprika and a little bit more cayenne because I want it just a little bit more spicy. Look how colorful it is. It's so good. Alright, so I'm adding my cucumber now. Just give everything a nice stir. And now I'm gonna pop this in the refrigerator again, let it marinate and go shower. As for your rice, it should be nearing completion, so just give it a nice stir. As you can see, they start opening once they're almost done. So we're just gonna give that a close. I turned it on high just because I'm getting impatient, or I should say medium, but don't be like me, so I'm just gonna put it back on the simmer and just let it do its thing for the next 10 minutes. Turned my rice off because it did its 10 minutes, so my rice is all cooked. And as you can see, they open up like so once they're cooked. Just gonna do a spoon. Then give this a nice stir. It smells so yummy. It's so fragrant already. And then I'm just gonna top with some avocado. With a dash of lemon pepper on my avocado. And booyah, we have dinner, guys. It's so yummy and super quick. You don't have to wait for it to marinate, but trust me when I say it gets better and better with time. It's so good. All right, guys, so I'm freshly showered and I literally let it marinate for 2 hours, so I'm so excited to eat. And yes, this is so good and hearty. It's gonna fill you up and you are not gonna be ashamed after because you're still gonna look damn good. All right, guys, stay tuned for next week. I hope you have a marvelous day or night, whatever time it is. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tell all your friends about this new vegan channel. And like usual, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I am Lindy Elaine, Snapchat at Jamexican Beauty. Mm-hmm.